moment où la Grande Guerre commence, l'Alsace est allemande. Et maintenant que nous célébrons, nous commémorons le 100e anniversaire, il y a énormément d'activités partout en France, et en particulier ici, qui est forcément une histoire franco-allemande.
C'est très symbolique, Strasbourg, pour nous aussi, pour AFS et aussi pour les jeunes.
AFS was created as a volunteer ambulance corps of Americans who were working alongside the French military. These men, 2,500 of these men, took time out of their lives, their work, their studies, to travel overseas to volunteer for a war effort that was not their own country's. And many of them lost their lives as part of this effort.
Le premier ambulancier qui est mort, c'était Richard Hall en 1915, ici en Alsace.
He was a young man. He was only 21 years old, had just graduated from college when he decided to volunteer for AFS. After World War II in 1946, around 200 AFS drivers from both World Wars got together in New York City. They had worked alongside foreign militaries during both world wars, and they realized that this kind of intercultural exchange that they had with these people from different nationalities helped them to understand those people a little bit better. So rather than continuing with more and more wars, they felt that by putting money into a scholarship program that would help students go to another country and learn about another culture, it might create peace in the future.
Il y a la marque Alsace qui est donc le lien de toutes les valeurs de l'Alsace et des Alsaciens. Comment est-ce que ces valeurs et la guerre peuvent éventuellement être associées et déboucher sur un discours positif, un discours optimiste. Et donc la jeunesse était indispensable.
On a voulu faire venir 200 jeunes de pays différents qui sont accueillis en Suisse, Allemagne et en France pour les rassembler et penser au concept de citoyenneté mondiale.
And to have so many students from different countries together and talk with them about history and also the opportunity to live together.
In this forum, they learn a lot about the history of Europe, about the history of AFS and how to make a difference in their countries, in their lives, in their environments.
Events like this year are so important to bring people together and different people, as many as possible.
Une grande partie du travail a commencé il y a un an, quand on a fait une première réunion de collaboration entre AFS France, AFS Suisse et AFS Allemagne avec Philippe Choucroune de l'Agence d'attractivité. Et on s'est un peu réparti les rôles parce que l'idée de cette collaboration, c'était de répartir à la fois le recrutement des jeunes accueillis qui viendraient des 3 pays, mais aussi des bénévoles encadrants qui formeraient les équipes de soutien, d'appui et de préparation de ce projet.
Each and every one of us volunteers also does it because we get something out of it. We benefit from it.
As a trainers, we can share our ideas. There are some more experienced people, there are some lesser experienced, so we can learn from each other. We see how a big event like this develops. And we can also transfer our knowledge to these young students that are hopefully going to be trainers or volunteers later in their life.
On a su qu'il y avait ce forum jeunesse en Alsace avec une rencontre possible sur le thème justement de la Grande Guerre. Et les élèves sont toujours friands de connaître l'histoire, la grande histoire.
Going to that battlefield, I can see a little bit pieces of remnants of the World War, and that, so I can really feel more closer to that moment, like, oh, this has really happened in our history, and this has happened in real life.
Ça leur a permis de visualiser vraiment quelles étaient les conditions, où était le lieu, et c'est vrai que c'est plus des photos, c'est plus, on dit que les professeurs qui racontent, c'est sous nos yeux, et on s'imagine même du coup. Est-ce qu'on serait capable d'être là et de faire la guerre à leur place?
That's really incredible to go from having trenches and barbed wires and bombs between countries. Now we are crossing borders and we are talking to one another, and we are communicating and spending time together. That's really nice.
Organizing cultural events and programs to progressively spread tolerance. We are all agreeing? Okay.
You agree?
Okay, so
I think it's good. When we come back to our countries and when we grow up, we will make our solution operatives. So we start doing these things and trying to change in better the world. And we are going to write the Peace Charter, which will be presented to the European Parliament.
I hope that this Peace Charter will actually make a difference and make an impact on our society.
The AFSers of today are those same people. They're individual students who want to make a difference and are going out there to try and help other people. And it will only improve as they get older and they learn more and accept other people and move forward.
I think physical exchange is very important, especially at this young age, when young people still are forming their values and understanding or trying to understand the world around them. And when you expose them to travel to different cultures, to places where they're not familiar with, that's where they broaden their understanding, their vision for the world. So I think the work is incredibly important.
The talk of Shabana was great because we could see how they got inspired. And having an event like this, getting people together and inspire them with great ideas is a wonderful thing.
Elle est animée d'une foi indestructible, je dirais. Elle est partie prenante pour une éducation pour tous. C'est une volontaire et surtout une implication totale.
She started boarding schools for girls that cannot get access to education, and that really inspired me. And now I really hope that maybe someday I can also make a change like her to affect other people's lives in a better way.
Moi, j'étais très fier de contribuer avec l'AFS, qui est un partenaire exceptionnel, à créer le cadre qui permet à ces jeunes de se retrouver et de se retrouver dans un sens qui est intéressant pour eux, qui les fait grandir.
This organization, from its very beginning, is an appeal to anyone. Do it similar for challenges you are facing in your community right now.
Intercultural exchanges and the living together is so important to make people understand that they can build a better world.
Nous, on souhaite que les jeunes ils apprennent des compétences quand ils partent à l'étranger et qu'ils reviennent et qui deviennent ce qu'on appelle les change makers.
And now it's up to them to be change makers and active citizens.
There's so much potential in young people, you don't know where it can lead you. If you give them the right ideas now and if you start working with them now, they can turn it into something amazing you haven't even thought about before.
Ce qui est important, c'est la construction de générations qui se suivent, de gens responsables, de gens engagés, de gens qui se mouillent pour que le monde aille dans le bon sens. Et c'est comme ça qu'on change, comme ça que l'AFS change la vie. Elle vient toucher le plus profond du cœur, le plus profond de l'âme, et on n'oublie jamais, et ça permet quand même de grandir d'une façon un peu plus différente que si on ne le faisait pas.
I would like to thank all of you for taking care of Richard for the last 100 years.
You are citizens of your country but are ambassadors of peace. This is your responsibility.
Je suis vraiment très heureuse de vous accueillir ici au siège du Parlement européen à Strasbourg, qui est un symbole fort de la réconciliation et de l'union des peuples européens.
Votre démarche d'aujourd'hui est un fantastique message. C'est l'engagement fort de véhiculer une nouvelle idée du monde où se redessinent toutes les espérances. Toutes mes félicitations.
We work together this week toward the same goal, becoming active citizens to create a more just and peaceful world. Thank you.